Wait, oh my god. This is so
All right, they're starting.
Yes! We have begin.
Ah, that syncs perfectly too. All right, so there's not much to be said about Homer 1, really. It's just like a big tutorial level in a way. There are a few strats, but not a lot. You'll see one thing they'll do is they'll flip the camera back. That's to manipulate traffic. Basically, when they flip the camera back, it'll despawn the traffic in front of them. So either stuff will despawn and the road will be clear, or a massive truck can just appear in front of them and screw them over.
Because as far as I know, this game's memory is kind of whack.
Yeah.
So if you're turning the camera behind you, kind of makes the game forget that traffic is there, and as a result, makes new traffic spawn. And I think that's what happens. I'm more than happy to be corrected if I have got it wrong.
Oh, I should really explain. So you'll see they're collecting coins. The reason they're collecting coins is in certain. So basically, you need certain vehicles and certain outfits to start certain missions. So they want to try and keep their coins to have enough to buy all the outfits and cars they need to start certain missions.
Yeah, this we have some purchases that need to be made during this run, and as such, the coins to buy those things need to be picked up. And one of the main things with this category especially is how to pick up your cars in such a specific pick up your coins in such a specific way that it wastes a minimum amount of time whilst you're doing all of the actual missions that are required for the story.
Yeah, so for example, you'll see, like, I think it's the mission after this, they'll be buying the Plow King.
Sweet.
And I believe so. I've probably got this wrong, maybe. The car that we buy in the next mission is the only purchased car that we don't use.
I think you're right, yeah.
We buy Mr. Plow and that gets used. We buy a school bus and that gets used. We buy a car built for Homer, Globex supervillain car, and the zombie car.
Yeah, and you use all of those.
Everything else purchased is a costume.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah, so they're gonna like try and do a thing here where they just jump on top of the windshield, and then they can like skip a double jump, which just saves a bit of time. But both of them didn't manage to do it.
I was gonna say that if for those who aren't reading the text boxes, just get skipped very, very quickly. The little story for this particular mission is that the items Homer's just picked up are actually items he quote-unquote borrowed from Flanders, which means that for one reason or another he borrowed asthma.
A family photo.
He borrowed the family photo and he borrowed an asthma pump.
Something I should have mentioned there is that they drifted their car onto the front driveway of Ned's house because if they didn't put it there, the camera wouldn't be pointing at the car when the mission ended, and the car would despawn, and they wouldn't be able to. The car would just be like they wouldn't be able to get into it until the mission complete screen like went away.
It isn't even. I'll be honest. It's not related to actually which direction the car is facing, but more so how close the car is to the end. That the person. So you spawn in a particular place when you end the mission. If your car is within a certain radius of that point, then that's when it despawns.
Yeah.
And something you may notice already, as both runners buy the Plow King and then proceed not to use it, is that their timers are slightly off. This isn't the streams being off sync, it's because this game uses a loadless timer. This game, when run on PC, uses in-game time, which we calculate by removing loaves. Hold on. Removing loads.
You'll see they also took a traffic car here. They either wanted the minivan or the pickup truck.
Yeah, those are the two most viable options.
Yeah, it's really down to preference on which one they take.
And here we see the first quote-unquote proper strat of this game. You get Smithers trapped and destroy his convertible.
My convertible! I just waxed.
And now for, like, I think the first of two, like, on-foot-only missions. Where they just kind of run around and, like, destroy or collect things.
You're so smart, how come I broke you?
The other one would be in Marge. There's not much to be said about this level, though.
Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing! Marge will clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes these.
Yeah, there's not really much to say about the mission. There's just you just run around and kick some things.
Yeah, we don't even know what they are.
They're breakers, I think.
God knows.
I don't. I used to remember pretty much every single line of dialogue in this game.
Now for a cutscene. There we go.
Oh, damn it, you beat me to it.
Black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
It's crashing.
Oh, you'll see they double pause. Well, they already shot the mission for one, which they'll do a lot in the run, where it will basically just, like, teleport them into their car outside the house, or outside of a building, which just saves time. And you'll see at the beginning of the mission, they, like, pause and unpause immediately. Basically, it stops the van from reversing and then driving forward again. It just drives straight forward. And another thing...
No.
Sorry, go on.
In certain situations, restarting missions is faster because of the fact that, as I mentioned previously, the loading times are not counted towards the end, the actual time in this game. So if it's faster than just walking outside, as it will be a few times, then that's the way we do things.
Yeah. Another thing is these vans. I think it's only in Homer 1 and Bart 1 where these vans will have like rubber banding on them. So like if you're far away, they'll drive slower.
Yeah, and something found fairly recently, I believe, is that the rubber band only counts if you're in a vehicle. So
yes.
if you're outside of your car and just running around, the rubber band no longer exists. I think we will see that in effect in just a few seconds.
Yeah. You'll also see they slowed down earlier. Like, that was just to stop him from crashing directly into a wall because he likes to do that. The nice double freebie from Vapo. He's going to go ahead and follow him. I'll say with Rodge, okay? Well, you're not going to see that.
Either of them go for that strat and just get both.
Yeah, that means they don't have to get out of their car and, like, let him go.
In your face. Woohoo!
You'll see Raj made menu warp there. So main menu warping is something like people do. So basically, the wasps have a hitbox, but you can only hit them twice. Like I think that's how it works. So in your vehicle,
it's 2 on PC and 3 on console.
yeah. So basically, because obviously you need coins, they'll main menu warp so they can get more wasps in their car. And obviously, main menu warping is fast because again they don't time with loads. And now onto a Bone Storm, which is the only hit and collect mission we don't get the car stuck in, because he's basically on the way to where they need to go anyway.
It looks like Vapo had a fairly decent Bone Storm, and Rodge's one was slightly less fantastic, but by no means bad.
Yeah. You'll see they're going to grab the family sedan now because they're going to be doing like a race mission. And you'll see also he did a camera pan skip. Basically, that's just like if you're in a vehicle locked mission and then you go into a phone booth afterwards, you can pan the camera like that.
And the reason we actually, I think a separate reason why we actually have to select a family sedan from the phone booth there is because if we don't, it gives us the Plow King, which
it gives us the Plow King,
which we don't want, and that's super slow.
Also, you'll see there that Vapo did and Rodge is about to do. They basically reverse into this wall and they reset their car. But because of the checkpoint, your car just clips through it and you can just drive backwards. And you can just try a race backwards.
We used to do a slightly different strat, whereby we used to drive in a small circle, then drive over Carl until he was in the position where the current reset would leave us. And the strat we currently have is not only faster, it's quite a bit more consistent.
I'll get you, Bart, just like I got Charlie and Nam.
Afraid not.
Afraid so.
Afraid not.
Afraid so. Oh, damn your lightning fast wit.
I guess all should be said about this mission is just an escape mission. There is a strat where if you don't escape him, you can run into the DMV. Which is like a building you can enter right next to where you need to go anyway.
Because, yeah, if you notice, there is the small little shortcut that Vapo just took and Rodge's about to take. Skinner can sometimes follow you through. If he does, you do, as Coops said, go into the DMV, because in this game, the inside of buildings is located in a completely different part of the map, the world map, than the outside. So it treats you as if you are where you are, but they are still where you previously were, and therefore you've gone a long way away from them, and you've escaped them. We'll actually use this deliberately to our advantage in a later mission.
Yes. Basically like the Simpsons house and the DMV are like underground, I'm pretty sure. Just like underground at the back of the map. So
Give me a sec to catch my breath. Out of my way, man. One dozen.
There's not a lot to the beginning part of this mission. Most of the exciting part comes at the end. We've used the traffic car and talked to a few people to get some fireworks.
I should probably explain why we take a traffic car here.
All mine.
Both the taxi and the sports car are faster than the Honorola. Plus, if you noticed, there's
No animation for opening the door of the car.
the actual level cars, in order to avoid the animation of the person opening the door and getting into the car, then closing the door again, you have to jump on top of the car. But with the traffic car, you don't. You just have to stand next to it, press the button to get in, and you get in.
Yeah. They also they do a strat here where they just where Wiggum just gets confused if you drive around here. Another thing that I should explain is the difference between the taxi and the sports car, and it's pretty much just that the sports car accelerates faster, and I think has better handling.
Yeah,
but then the taxi has a bigger hitbox, so
yeah,
it's
trying to drift the taxi is terrible.
Don't forget to ride.
This mission that Vapo has just done, and Roger's about to start, and Roger's currently starting.
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
The car you're racing is actually faster than you. In a straight line, it would just beat you in a drag race, and as such, the AI is programmed to take the long way around corners and it's also programmed to crash. Sometimes it just doesn't crash, and there's very little you can do to avoid losing the race, which really sucks.
Right. A weird mechanic too is that, like, for some reason, the same also the new black van strat. But what I was explaining is oh God, I got distracted by the strat, even though he got absolutely ruined by it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that for some reason the nerd car that we raced in that mission before, for some reason you race it like at the beginning of the next level, but it's way slower. They slowed it down. God, it's absolutely depressing for people.
Nice one.
At least he didn't get stuck.
Yeah, basically that's a strat that was found I think a couple of weeks ago, where you can manipulate him and push him up there, but of course he managed to just drive himself back out. And you'll see another example of respawn manipulation in a second.
Energy depleted.
When Vapo starts this race.
Oh, us, hey Snake.
Tubular impact.
I hope that was expensive. Eat asphalt eaters.
So the strat that Roger's just used, where he goes inside that shortcut that he used previously and gets the wasp there, the only other person that I know who does that strat is me.
You'll see Vapo did the respawn strat that basically he'll respawn on the road, and then the game thinks he's going, like, I forget how the checkpoint works there actually. I used to know, but no, I don't.
You know, I'm not entirely sure how this one in particular works.
Yeah. You'll see Rodge's going to do the same thing here. Also, the screen is meant to black screen at the end of this mission for like a few seconds, but you can just pause and unpause the game, and it'll go just to normal. But you can only do that on the PC version, I think the Xbox version.
Hey there, Mr. You got it.
On other versions, you would have to just run
through the black screen.
Yeah, run through the black screen, and as soon as the black screen dissipates, you've already completed the mission, and just wait for the transition.
Woo, nice one. Hey, slower traffic to the right, please.
Again, I don't know if you said about these like collect missions. Apart from they can be ruined by a psycho of a train. And
because the order that these runners will be collecting the items in isn't the order that the game intends for you to do it.
Yeah.
But we found that the way that this current way is ever so slightly faster. So if you can avoid getting caught by the train, it saves like a second or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's not a massive difference anyway.
Rodge is very close to hit and run here. You'll see Vapo escaping a poo really quickly there. He can follow you and just be a right annoyance. It's kind of hard to escape him that quickly, really.
Oh yeah, I totally rule.
Vapo's going to be a menu for Monkey C.
After also main menu warping before the last mission, so get 2 wasps in that mission, and then hopefully get 2 more here.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
You'll see another example of them buying a vehicle, but they actually use this one.
Time. I need your truck. Bart Simpson at your service. Oh, this is too cool for school. Ow, my skull. My beautiful skull.
So we now have another just drive around and collect some things.
Yeah.
The only, well, I would say the only truly interesting part of this mission is whether you end up, is whether you can get a box that's on top of the construction site, but I believe Vapo already has it.
Oh. Vapo also still has, I think, 1 wasp pit, so... Yeah, Vapo already got it in the black
I was
van
trying
mission.
to seduce the black van into taking this other path.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
A nice freebie for Rodge.
You may, if someone who may not have seen this game an awful lot of times before may think to themselves why they are constantly leaving the game and coming back just for these wasps. And whilst obviously individually they might not have a lot of coins in them, overall if you're main menu warping 3-4 times over the course of the run, that's more than 100 coins, and that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Here's your last. Fine by me.
Another thing I forgot to mention is that it's not just the car hits that count towards the wasp count. Also, when you slam the ground like a ground pound in a way, and destroy a wasp, that also counts the car hit.
Yeah, double jump stomp.
Oh, that was great. Don't have a cow, man.
We're gonna have the first cutscene skip in the game coming up, and I think I'd say the hardest because it's the only one in the game that's a 1-frame.
Yeah, the other 2 are 2-frame, and before that we actually have quite a cool destruction mission. Although we have just been, if you would like to then explain how resetting the car actually works.
Resetting the car is basically like where it's meant to be if you're stuck, where the game will just reset you to like the closest road. And then also, depending on the way you're facing, it is like the way you'll be facing when you respawn. It's kind of a thing that I'm not 100% certain on how it works, but
I blame his computer navigation system.
Vapo getting absolutely bodied by this final car.
Yeah, he's having a rough time with this
What
car.
was previously a fantastic sellout.
Yeah. 613 isn't that bad, though.
We don't... Wait, so... There is a button that we press to reset the car. It can be used at any time, but it was originally designed for if you got stuck.
Yeah, so there is a reset button.
Well done. Give it up for America's bad boy.
Now for cutscene skip from Vapor. He missed the cutscene skip.
No.
Wow, Truckosaurus is some kind of truck/dinosaur.
Ah, Rodge trying to go for that second hit on the car, but just messing up.
Uh-oh.
That taxi is ruining what Rodge wanted.
Yes.
611 sellouts, just 2 seconds off of Vapors.
And if Rodge gets this cutscene skip, he's right back in it.
Yep.
But if he gets his cutscene skip, we'll probably be ahead because of how desync the load times are.
Yeah.
I need to Hello, Springfield.
He got the cutscene skip.
After pausing a lot of times, just trying to be extra safe.
Yeah.
That just got a little more rare.
So, in that cutscene Vapor unfortunately watched, Bart was kidnapped by aliens.
My car's now near me.
And now we have to, as Lisa, try and find out what happened. Unfortunately, the people in Springfield are a little bit selfish, and they won't give Lisa the information that she wants until she helps them. We start by helping Comic Book Guy, getting a comic before the nerd, and he'll give us a bit of information that will lead on to the next mission.
For some reason, the nerd is also that you're racing is also for some reason slower than the one in Vox. Even though that mission was like a level ago.
Now to get
I am the Lizard Queen. You have a gift for speed. What a perfect day. Millhouse. The time for action is now.
Does Vapor do clueless coins? Is what I'm wondering right now.
I don't know. Clues coins are such a weird one because they weren't in the route, then they were, and now they're not again. So
Come on.
Yeah.
who does them and who doesn't? I'm not entirely sure anymore.
The top runners are the people that like to skip them, I think. But Vapo's top 5, so I don't know because I know like most of the top runners skip them, but I know I'm pretty sure Rodge doesn't skip them. So
Watch where you're going.
I should probably explain what we're talking about. So there's
Oh.
basically this mission that they're doing right now. There's a room that you can go past and then respawn your car, but it has like I think like 200 or some or like 100 and something coins in it, and it takes about 20 seconds to get them all. And basically, some runners skip them, some runners don't. It's all down to like if they want to save the time and know where they can get the coins somewhere else.
Oh, Vapor's going for them. So
Vapor's going for them.
There's this room here. We'll be revisiting this room later in the run because
Rodger's gonna have to skip clueless coins.
This run has 7 levels. The game has 7 levels, but it only has 3 worlds. So we visit each world twice and visit one world 3 times. when we return to this world later on for another level, we will be in that room again.
Not too fast, not too slow. Just right.
Rodge's gonna go for clues. I don't think he has the time to, does he?
It's going to have to be fast. It's probably only going to get 1 or 2 stomps in and then run around.
Yeah, he's going. This is very risky for Rodge. A shot from Vapo now is going to be Bonfire. He's going to try and get Cletus stuck. Yeah, Rodge's made it. With like literally a millisecond left.
That was too close.
Yeah. But Vapo getting Bonfire.
Yeah, so this strat sucks.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says, this strat sucks.
I don't care if anyone calls it easy, it's just horrible strat.
So we helped Cletus get flat meat and escape Apu earlier on. We're now going to help Apu get that flat meat back because video games.
This is a very slow Bonfire, but he's in. He drove right over Rodge and went in there.
That's probably better than failing it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I got my mojo working now. Grandpa. Time for more gameplay. Time to move. Wow. I need to work on my cardio.
I'm pretty sure Vapo skips like a box or something in Camp Krusty, or he just skips the coins altogether. Because I remember I was like watching him once and he just completely skipped coins and I was really confused. Oh no, he's getting them.
I don't think I've actually seen anyone get that on foot before. Normally, people get them in the school bus.
Or a traffic car. You'll see onto the sedans now. He's gonna try go for Vapor's gonna try go for a strat and get him stuck here. He kind of got it, just a slower version of what he wanted. Yeah, you'll see Rodge's gonna go in the school bus here. Rodge nearly getting the strat he wanted, but he blows himself up anyway. Faster than what Rodge wanted anyway. So
yeah, that's ultra strat.
Yeah, Vapo getting an amazing second sedan though. So by the way, because of the time difference, these two are basically like right next to each other.
Yeah, they're almost level at this point.
Yeah. Rodge wants the car to turn to the... Ah, that's a shame. He can still take the shortcut, just a bit slower than what he wanted.
And unfortunately, this game considers that car park as a road, so if you reset, it will reset you in the middle of the car park rather than elsewhere.
I should also explain why they jumped weirdly on that ramp there and went to the side. Basically, all they want to do is they want to do it so they can like be on the right side of the car on the sedan, so they can hit him from behind.
Smashy, smashy. Sorry. Score one for one.
Rodge's getting Pier coins here. Now, for the silly thing which they're both doing right now is the last drop can basically make them lose like 10 seconds or game time because he can drop it so early. Vapo getting a pretty decent drop there.
The pickups in this game are never, well, I say they're never in the same place. They're in a range, so they'll drop it in as a kind of, it feels like there's a box and it can be dropped anywhere in the box.
Yeah.
And for that third drop for Snake, that zone extends way over the bridge, and if it is dropped in that long, in that part of the zone, you lose so much time.
Chief Wiggum's. Let's just.
Now Vapor's going to be doing a mission that there's literally nothing you do really. So there's Rodge.
Happy home.
That
Yeah,
is like
this
the
is-
most unlucky
That's
I've
the
ever seen.
worst drop.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me for a sec.
Plenty of good living here.
Okay, I thought I had to sneeze, but apparently I didn't.
Rodge getting like the worst RNG.
Now you'll never be friends.
Yeah, because if you drop, if it drops on the bridge, there's still the chance you can stop.
Time, watch out for that.
There we go.
Bless you.
It can either you can either stop or reset the car, and it will leave you on the bridge, and you can just spin the wheels and jump over.
Yeah.
So, and it being dropped over the bridge and then right up near the observatory is pretty terrible.
Now, as I said, there's nothing really to commentate on this mission apart from that they're picking up more items. These missions are like the worst to commentate because you don't really do much in them.
There's some pretty boss music though.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite just driving around music
Cold-blooded friend.
in the game.
I mean, I prefer the music in Wolves.
Now maybe that two-bit Ahab was
No, I mean,
no.
because each level has its own kind of
Oh, right,
driving
yeah.
around, just driving around where not in a mission music, and this mission uses that theme,
I see.
and that's probably my favorite theme of that type in the game. I think
Hello, Springfield.
the first mission of level 7 uses that mission's one as well.
Oh. Vapo tried going for a fast strat there, but he just kind of like slipped right out.
Yeah, and as a result, the limo isn't caught in the
other strat either. So
it's apparently now the old strat of get it stuck.
Forward momentum.
yeah, he's gonna go down here and get the coins.
Yeah,
I think
Vapo
he
will
might
still
need
get
them.
these coins. With the wasp?
No.
No.
That was efficient. Taking it to the streets. Oh, go. Time to hit the streets. Walking is so PC.
I think Roger's gonna do the normal strat here
Pie.
of getting him stuck.
Yeah, Vapo will.
Perfect.
Sorry, Rodge will just try and get him in the traditional.
He already got the
ways.
coins though, so apart from this one
Well,
wasp,
now get out and kick the wasp.
he can also get the one top of Planet Hype.
Nice girls. Finish
If there is enough time to do so, yes.
easy.
And assuming that you could jump on the school bus.
Oh no.
Yeah, this happens to me quite often, and it's so annoying.
He blew himself up, he's fine.
Chief win.
You know, here we go. Are we going to get option A, good donut, super donut, option B, good donut, or option C, no donut?
Looks like it's gonna be option B.
Option B.
They can give Rodge a lot of time to come back on.
No time for caution.
Vapo is thinking of going back for the strat there, but traffic is ruining him right now.
Traffic, please.
Nice girls. Finish fast. That was point.
A good donut truck can help bring Rodge back up. Oh, another thing I should mention is now the follow missions, the rubber banding is gone.
Yeah, that's been the case since the first car that we don't have the rubber band for, I believe, is Snake.
I think so, yeah.
Which is why that mission is so easy to fail.
Yeah.
Because if you don't notice where the last drop is, you get caught out. Or if this drop is actually over the bridge, there's no rubber banding, so you will just fail.
Ouch. Rodge also... He wants to go... It looks like he's trying to go for something, but he's going to just go for the normal strat. Oh no! The dump truck just not giving him what he wants. He's fine though.
The garbage truck being a piece of trash. But
wait, it's still moving.
I'll see myself now.
Wait, wait, what's happening for Rodge right now?
What is this? It's being pushed along by other pieces of traffic.
I think it even blew up a wasp. I don't think I've ever seen a more unlucky donut truck. Rodge is on PB pace though.
We'll now go and make Marge look like she's in that Netflix TV show that I won't mention the name of.
Rodge got hit and run. Oh my god, he's so close to failing. This is horrible.
He needs to make the Canyonero actually able to go around corners or he will fail.
He needs to avoid police in like the most narrow hallways possible too.
We need them ketchup packets people done throwed out to feed on during the long winter. Help me fetch them, would it? Hey, I know another dumpster's round here somewheres. I can feel it in my stank bone.
Cool! Look away, people. Nothing to say.
A very risky play from Rodge going for that vending machine, but
yeah, that was too risky.
Yeah. He is not failing.
Oh,
you have to skip the box though. The Canyonero is Canyoneroing, but he's fine. Rodge's only got one drop left. He really can't afford to crash or anything.
But yeah, it's fine. You can cut the corners and catch up a little bit without risk of missing the drop. I mean, you've only got one left in that situation.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, dog dang it.
I'm not very good at this. Okay, Marge, stick to the plan. I hope this isn't stealing. Now where do I go? Steady, Marjorie, steady.
For those interested, we need to help Cletus pick up some ketchup packets and then evade a black sedan or something.
Yeah, at the end.
I can drive 55.
I think I should mention, for people that want to speed in this game, the tire fire jump. You can't make it in Cletus's truck unless you're at like 90 FPS plus.
I need more step aerobics classes. Kind sir.
And you'll see they're going to take the Malibu Stacy car here.
I feel so vindicated that this is a thing.
Wasn't it you who refused to use the Canyonero and choose to throw the Malibu Stacy, and now it's like...
Pretty much, yeah. I was the one who hated using the Canyonero in Wolves purely because of how much it likes to just be on its side.
Yeah, not just that, but
there was definitely a point where I thought I was the laughing stock of the community, because that obviously isn't the case, but there were definitely people who thought I was a little bit crazy, and now this is the standard strat.
Well, I mean, also on console though, the Canyonero is very prone to wonky driving.
It's always wobbly at the first part of the... When you first load into level 4, the Canyonero is always wobbly. Always. It's at least 99% of the time.
Yeah, the Canyonero is horrible on console. Nice freebie for Vapo there. I don't know how anyone can get that in the Malibu, so I'm jealous.
I hope those were recyclable.
Yeah, so also, for anyone who hasn't figured it out by this point, I don't have a desktop, and my laptop is a slowly aging potato. So, if I want to run this game, I have to run it on console.
Which has many downsides.
Yeah, and running this game on console is kind of a mess.
Well, not just any console, but PAL console too.
True. So it's 25 frames per second rather than the top PC runners who have upwards of 120. Canyonero is always wobbly. The load times are really long. It's definitely fun, and I really enjoy it. But it is something you have to get used to.
I'm gonna have to do so much babysitting to pay for that. Hey!
There's not much to really explain about Wolves, apart from there's one thing that can happen, which is called a 2 cycle, where basically the sedan can miss a checkpoint on where it's meant to drop the item, and then it just like drives all the way around the map again until it gets to the one point where it can drop the item, which wastes over a minute.
Yeah, because as I mentioned earlier, the items that are dropped by vehicles like that are in little zones. If the item isn't dropped the first time around, it won't just drop the item at any point. It has to go back. So it has to get back into its little zone. And in order to do that, the only way the AI knows how to cope is to go the entire route that you've just seen again, until it gets to that final point, at which point you will see.
Now for a cutscene.
Tell me about the crop circles.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen, when one of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with a banjo. Now, I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one, so
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crop circle?
Not a thing. Where was I? Right, now...
This is the best cutscene in the game.
Okay.
Nazi raccoons and crap circles.
But I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old...
So, as we mentioned earlier, there are there are 3 cutscenes that we can avoid watching over the course of the run. This isn't one of them, because this cutscene is built into the mission, and the 3 that we skip aren't. The mission ends, and then the cutscene starts, and the cutscene is in an in-between state between the previous mission and the first mission of the next level. Therefore, we can just warp to the next level. Whereas the mission, as that cutscene there, is built into that mission. So we have to watch that cutscene in order for the mission to end, and as such, we have to watch it.
Yeah. Alright, Vapor buying, please. Wait, did Rodge get 2-cycled? He did.
No, rip.
Rodge got 2-cycled. I didn't even realize that. I was too busy watching crap circles.
We were too busy memeing. We didn't notice that Rodge got memed.
Jesus Christ! That's horrible.
So much for this being close.
The worst part about this is that Rodge was on PB pace.
Yeah, and another cutscene fail would have actually pretty much given... This was really close until this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, and as we said, Roger's now lost maybe a minute and a half, something like that.
Yeah, a minute and a half. Roger's changed his comparison so he can't see how far behind he is.
That is a real shame. Well, at least now we know it happens to someone other than Mango.
It happened to Scyther when he was going against Mango.
Against Mango?
Yeah.
I didn't see that because I'll be honest, I haven't paid attention to this tournament for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. That was the last one I commented. No, it wasn't. It was the one before that. Who's winning? Vapo41.
Vapo is definitely winning.
Rodge got very unlucky, and he just lost a minute and a half to RNG. That is so upsetting. Oh my god. Last race I saw Rodge do, he bought Army, now he got 2-cycled.
Nice girl. Get you, you evil cola bottlers and distributors. I am so embarrassed. I'll clean that up later.
I am so sick of this happening. You drive poorly.
Vivo did pause the F, yeah.
The repo guys aren't gonna like that.
Vapo is close to hit and run, so. So we're going for old strats.
It's true. Women drivers aren't very
Wait, this is the old strat?
Yeah.
What's
They-
the new strat?
They crash him into like a pixel in a wall, and he does max damage to him.
no time for caution.
You can tell I haven't been very active in this community for a while.
Insurance? My bad.
Alright, at least Rodge bought the right outfit. Again, Cola Wars, not much to be said.
Yeah, the mission Roger's doing is the second run around and collect things. The important part
Of the
this-
only two.
Yes. The important part of the mission Roger's doing is how many coins you'll be collecting. And Vapo is just a machine right now. Definitely behind because of the cutscene skip, I imagine, and some
Yeah.
I just had that pain.
not impo why is English failing me right now?
God, it's so depressing that Rodge got 2-cycled. He wants this wasp. There we go.
Sure hope no one saw that. Oh, that looked expensive. Well, that score's settled. Now to go home to my fan.
You took my precious cola, Marge.
You'll see what we were talking about earlier with the DMV. Vapor's going to run right into the house and lose Wiggum immediately.
And something interesting that it was done in my my last race. If the police bust you, you lose 50 coins. If in that mission, if Wiggum runs you over
And busts you.
he busts you, and the little pop-up comes up, but you don't lose coins. That happened to me twice.
It's happened to me once.
Yeah, in the same run, it happened to me twice. He ran me over. I was, flailing around on the floor, stood up, and he hit me again.
Rodge forgot to get the Canyonero back in Cola Wars.
Here I come.
Sorry, from outer
he was
space.
still. He started it in the Malibu Stacy.
Yeah.
I think that's why you may menu warp after that mission, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, you may menu warp after wolves. It's a good hit for Rodge though. He's got him stuck there.
300 horses of convenient power. Who put this here? It makes no sense. I must finish quickly or vomit. Thank you. Come again. I must admit, the smell of
Rodge is dropping some frames, but we're fine.
This is just between me and you.
Not for according to caffeine, there is a 2-cycle possibility here, and I think the 8th drop.
I've never seen a 2-cycle here.
Neither have I. It's extremely rare, but it can happen.
I've only known it to happen to one person.
This is just between me and you. Random
Probably Mango.
I think it was Project, actually.
Oh. I just assume everything bad happens to Mango. Yeah, he tried to hit him on the wall there, you'll see, but he didn't manage to do it.
Yeah, as may be already very obvious, this game's physics aren't perfect.
Yes. This game,
Not-
I mean,
Yeah, not
the
all of the
FPS
cars
changed
act like they're
physics too.
supposed to. Not all of the walls are exactly the size they're supposed to be. And it's just a fun time.
Yeah, the frame rate changes the car physics. So,
Yeah, if you run on higher FPS, it makes things faster, but it makes things a lot less safe.
What are you trying to prove with this crazy?
Rodge's having troubles with his third truck.
Second truck.
Sorry, yeah, second. The third one's about to be coming up. He's fine. He can leave
That's
him
why he's
here and
trying
he'll
to kill
do it
it
for
here,
himself.
yeah, because this is where the third one spawns.
He's gonna miss the strat. He can't, I think. Or can he? No, because he's... Nah, he can do it, I believe.
It already started turning, so...
It's a
That's-
shame.
Yeah, the annoying thing is how tough the cola trucks are, but how light the rear is. So you hit it, so the front of the Canyonero hits the back of the cola truck, you basically do no damage and it spins.
Yeah. A possible game crash that can happen there is if you get the cola truck and the tire fire and you go in the tire fire at the same time, your game crashes.
Because, yeah, the game doesn't really know what to do if it has to spawn two things in the same place at the same time, and it just goes, nope.
Rodge getting really lucky not to get busted there.
Nice try, police driver.
You'll see Vapor's going to do a strat here where he crashes into the fountain. This is... Oh wait, no, he already did that, never mind.
That's it, Apu. Make them like it. Hope I am still...
But yeah, and then that basically just let him escape faster. I was busy looking at Rodge's screen. Now he's going to buy the car built for Homer, which he needs for this mission. And then he's going to be in a mission with the worst AI in the game.
Oh, he's buying the car first. This is something I'm not familiar with.
This is they found a new, faster way where you buy the car first. At the end of the mission, instead of going to Hilbert, you drive straight to where Homer is, and there's a mission end trigger where Homer is.
The smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
Vapo went for a strat there, but didn't quite go how he wanted it to.
What in the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, this truck has some pretty inconsistent AI. I'll just say that. I'll put it that way. It likes to
drive around in zigzags.
Yeah.
Vapo has like the worst AI right now. What is he doing?
Yeah, that's -10 for you. That's true -10.
Never have I seen such a four-wheel disgrace.
A decent baby van, not amazing, not perfect.
I should probably explain that. So, in this game's code ranks the quality of the AI from 1 to 10. That baby van has -10 AI.
I just saw Rodge over a B sharps, and I actually it terrified me. I thought
Yeah,
he was gonna.
with the American, I always just take a second to make sure that I'm actually buying the right outfit
Well,
before I do
what
anything.
happened in Rodge's last race is he bought Army. So I'm sure he was,
375 coins wasted.
so I'm assuming he was being extra careful here to make sure that he didn't do the same mistake, which is very wise.
Did he just immediately forfeit after that?
He went up until Armored Truck, failed it 3 times in a row, and then he went on a New Game Plus save file and went to Autopsy 3.
Clean up in aisle 1.
Vapo getting the nice wasp there, but he's stuck on the stairs. So there's 2 things that can happen on this mission that are both terrible. Both Wiggum can get stuck, miss a checkpoint, and basically softlock himself. And then, if you get hit and run going up into the highway, your game can crash. There's no softlock here because he went the right way on the road. And it's like he's not going to crash either because he's being careful. But what also can happen is if Wiggum blows up a car, then it will go towards your hit and run meter. And then he can cause you to get hit and run and your games crash.
Oh, I smashed my skull.
Vapo doing the Lord's work.
I think Rodge is just extremely close to being 2-cycle, but I don't think it didn't happen. It was extremely close to it happening because of how late the drop was. It kind of scared me for a second.
Random object. I am the greatest driver in all the land. This is just between of you. Oh, I had better hurry. Last time I left this store, hoodlums put pornography in the bridal magazines.
We are now gonna help Snake. No, Snake.
Gonna help Snape from Harry Potter.
Gonna help him collect some trash.
Wicked. Oh, no. I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine.
I mean, we got a really nice hit on the rubbish truck, whatever it's called.
Yeah, this truck's AI can sometimes not play ball either.
Yeah. For some reason, like, most of Pooh AI is just horrible. Including an armored truck that you'll be seeing soon. Yeah, you see Rodge is triggering the mission end, then he goes here for to buy the cover for Homer. And then if he resets his car here, then he'll just appear back on where he needs to go anyway, right next to Hilbert.
giant got this. It's slowing me down.
Alright, sorry, I had to mute that.
Yeah, something I point out is I would say that Apu's missions have maybe the best music in this game. That is a collective. There's one. My favorite mission, my favorite music in two. This is what happens when you try to talk too quickly. My favorite two pieces of music exist where one is in level 6 and one is in level 7. But as a collective, I think this level has the best music overall. With this little piggy and some the other ones that exist in this mission, in this level.
Rodge having a faster baby van than Vapo by like a solid like 7 seconds.
Unfortunately, I still do think that we're gonna need some, maybe even close to a minor miracle for this to be close at the end.
I think what's gonna have to happen is Vapo's gonna have to miss cutscene skip.
Yeah, maybe even that plus a terrible armor truck.
There's also autopsy waste.
That's definitely a game changer, but that kind of requires it to be close to be a game changer, since that's maybe just under maybe like 40 seconds a fail.
Unless it's at the end of Autopsy 3, then you lose like 2 minutes.
True. At the end of Autopsy 3, if you drop the waste at the end, you have to restart the mission because you just don't have enough time to get back.
It's happened to me. I'm world record pace in console 80% and it hurts.
Clean up in aisle 1. Here we are at the destination.
This town is going to pay for this. My friend had...
Empty. I have the victory.
Rodge is having a nice relaxing sit down. Vapo's main menu warping here. Rodge is going to be fine on crashes and soft locks because hit and run meter is like not even like visible, really.
Much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
And Vapo is now on
Armored
what is
truck.
probably the most annoying strat in this game.
Yes. If you miss it, you lose a lot of time.
Yeah, failing. This isn't. I wouldn't say this is the most difficult one to get, but it is up there. However, this is definitely the most time-consuming to fail.
Yes. There's 2 Wiggum escape strats as well in this mission. That one that Vapo just did, then there's another one at the end where they drive round and then through a car park. It's not a car park, a car wash.
That car belongs in the bargain bin.
Like, no.
Here we go. Let's see. Vapo goes quite late,
No.
Vapo got it.
but gets the strat. Wow. That was super tight as well, I think,
And then getting a freebie as well.
because of the main menu warp.
Yeah.
Road hog, dude. Hey, that's totally not supposed to...
No, he wanted that freebie, but he shred the shield, so it still saved him some time.
Unless he's gonna have to get back. He's gonna have to run. Okay, so
Chicks love it when I do this.
Rodge is pausing his game here.
not.
I
quite
think
sure
his
why.
laptop tabbed him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That happens when you play on PC sometimes. The game just tabs you off for no reason.
Yeah, mindless destruction.
And now we're about to see the second police escape of this mission,
Enjoy my parole
Yep.
more often.
before a second consecutive destruction mission.
Pay for this.
I am a lean, mean, vindaloo machine.
Like, out of my way, walking dude. So fun. Should be a fellow.
There's Logum escape.
Well, you're Yes, you. If you do not, I have brought glory to the name of Naasa Pima Petalon. Oh, Mr. Buck.
No problemo.
Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
The thing that I actually find most amazing in this game, or about this game at least, anyway, is Bart knows when this museum closes. Why does he know this?
Safe and sound.
Of all people,
Why doesn't he know this?
yeah, of all people, why does Bart know that information?
I mean, everyone knows when a museum closes. It's like common knowledge. Vapo not getting the fastest strat, but he is close to destruction.
This we need to destroy this car to get the key to the museum. Because how else were you going to break in? How else are you going to do it? Just like legitimately break in? Hell no! Just destroy their car and take the key.
Yeah. Why destroy the door when you can destroy an entire vehicle?
Easy peasy. And the crowd goes wild.
He looked at it for a solid second, didn't know whether he was skipping it or not. I should probably explain, you can't normally buffer a Pooh cutscene skip. The way he buffered it then is by tabbing out of the game and tabbing back in.
Got it.
I was wondering about that. I was just thinking if it was a tab in, tab out type deal.
Yes. It's
But,
actually very
yeah.
slow to do that, but Vapor prefers it. It's confusing.
It's a lot safer.
Yeah. They just mashing escape.
Or as is the case on console, just wait for the camera to pan.
I didn't do it.
Bart 1 is actually still legitimately difficult on console, but Apu and Pot 2 are just free. You just wait for the camera to pan and then hit the button.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But
For those interested in the story, in that cutscene you didn't get to watch, Bart and Apu go into the museum and find out that behind the evildoers behind the whole cola conspiracy are Kang and Kodos.
the
And
two aliens.
yes, they are aliens. They're trying to use the cola to
Make everyone like
yeah,
outraged, I think.
turn everyone into zombies
Yeah, that's it.
to increase the ratings for their television show, Foolish Earthlings.
Hey, Kearney.
I'm glad you were with the TV show name because I was struggling on it. Vapor is going to be buying glow bags, not doing carbuilt for Vapor strats.
Barney, Bart
And
Simpson at your
And the thing about that cutscene is it contains possibly the greatest line in video game history.
I like it.
I like it.
The only thing is that it's like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's more than 2 minutes. So you
Alright,
don't
now for
wanna
armored truck for
fail.
Rodge. Looks like Rodge has got it.
Yes.
The Wasp is just going to try and move away from him as much as it can.
And it looks so we saw Vapo in the missions we haven't talked about drive around in the school bus to pick up some children, help Apu get them to the Krusty Lou Studios. Then once you get to Krusty Lou, talk to Barney, and you have to then try and talk to Krusty. But he's actually at the squid port, so you have to race
So cool.
the clown car to
Fine by
Krusty and get there before him, so you can talk to him about the plan, about what's going on. Now, there's a thing that exists in that mission. I'm assuming it's less common on higher frame if you have a higher frame rate. I call it the Kiss of Death, and it's essentially a proxy. Because the way the game intends for you to do that mission is for you to get out of your car, walk up to the clown car because you think Krusty's in it, and it will drive away. However, as long as Bart is in the hitbox area, the car will drive away. So we just hit the car and go. However, because in that transition, when you enter that hitbox, it changes from just something that's there to actually being a car that has physics and can drive. In that transition, if you are underneath the car, it acts as a proxy and you get sent flying. It can, in some cases, leave your car with 1 HP. So 1 hit will just destroy your car and you fail the mission. It happens to me quite a lot.
Yeah, console people are stuck on 25 FPS.
Depending on the region, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's 30 FPS if you're lucky and not European, but who speedruns this game who isn't European or Australian?
True.
Nearly an amazing curator. He got really unlucky there. Oh, he blew himself up. He's fine.
Yeah, I can think of one person off the top of my head who runs this that isn't European or Australian, and that's LP3.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from that, I don't really know that many others.
Gotta just get for Rodge.
Got it.
No problemo.
Unfortunately, due to the 2-cycle and due to the fact that Vapo is generally a slightly better player, there's a big time difference now.
Yeah.
Move it or lose it, tool.
Roger's 1 coin off of affording the Globex. There we go.
No, Globex is 6, not 5.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I was thinking of the zombie car.
Oh, nice!
Vapor getting the strat for I forget what it's called, Duff Truck. I nearly always call it Cola Truck.
Lay some rubber down.
Pretty sure like they decided to change the strats up to make it easier, and that's what Vapor did there. He wanted that freebie, but yeah, he's gonna tab out here so he can go ahead and get the wasp because he destroyed the bubble around it.
Laser gun, and I'm using it for...
Now for Full Metal Jackass, he can either get an amazing Full Metal Jackass plus coins, or he can get a horrible one.
At your service.
I always get the horrible one. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever got this strat ever. Maybe once.
I've gotten it once in my entire life. There's also a soft lock that can happen in this mission, where if Skinner lands on top of you on his last hit, then he will not drop the ray gun that he is meant to drop.
Is that a soft lock, or does that, or just restart? Or can you just restart the mission?
You can restart the mission.
My butt hurts.
But it's like a mission soft lock.
And if he doesn't believe
But yeah, but not like an actual.
Yeah,
Just little
I think they
piggy
call it like a pseudo soft lock or something like that. Now for the mission that everyone hates casually, but is the easiest in the run.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah, it is really easy.
I was actually more so just thinking of it's quite easy to get hit and run in this mission, and it's therefore it's difficult to escape the cops in this part of the mission especially.
Yeah. It's more, you've got enough time to get back, it's just being busted is the only issue.
Yeah.
The mission's easy, it's just the hit and run is the annoying part because you lose coins. I didn't even know there was a new strat for
No,
Sets of Sail.
neither did I.
This sucks. Oh, this is too cool for school.
This
Rodge's
is why I
doing
love speedrunning so much, because this game was released in, what, 04?
2003.
Transmission.
Oh, yeah, close enough. But there are still new
Eat my dust,
things
dust
being
eater.
found all the time.
Yeah.
Some road rage, Bart Simpson style. Charlie horse, Charlie horse.
No idea what Vapo just did, but okay.
Yeah, I was expecting that reset to be some kind of new thing, but no,
Nah,
it was
apparently it
just
was
a-
only a coin route thing.
it was just a driving error.
Yeah.
How about a hard one next time? You're all mine. Oh yeah, I totally rule.
Meanwhile, Rodge does the mission that just shouldn't exist.
So tired. So very tired.
I say we remove Lab Coat Caper and 7-4 from the game.
Dad,
It's crashing time.
no problemo. Oh, this is too cool for school.
Simpsons goes disco.
Stay on target.
Don't have a cow, man.
A song that you only hear once in the entire game.
Yep.
Vapo's doing the slightly slower but safer strat.
I have no insurance.
Oh yeah, baby, bring it on.
I have road rage and I know how to use it. That hurt. King of the world.
Now for cutscene skip. Second pause.
Nice.
Dad,
Sweet. Let's do this thing.
I'm pretty sure something funny about this is that this is literally just the beta version of the Homer 1 map.
Let's see. I need something to board up the window.
And then they just
Oh.
Halloweened it.
Because it's cut off, because of they cut
Yeah.
half of it off.
Because if you go out of bounds on this map, there's still the map is still somewhat developed outside of it.
Oh, now I have a wedgie.
Yeah, I actually do like that they did this though. Not the cutting off the half of the map part, but that they actually have a progression that the first level is in the morning. It steadily goes, and then it goes like morning, early afternoon, evening, and then this is at the dead of night, and it goes from day to day, meaning the final level is on Halloween.
Right.
And that's like such a small thing, but it's really cool.
Rodge really wanted that last drop.
Yeah, he couldn't actually get it, weirdly.
Yeah.
Probably because the front of the car built for Homer it was just slightly too long to get it.
Vapo needs to hit like 7 different things right now. Just needs to hit the phone booth and he's fine.
Yeah. The phone booth gives him 2. There we go. Perfect routine.
Hey, you there. Piece of cake. Okay.
Yeah, now this is probably my favorite theme in this whole game.
Nothing lasts forever. Take that.
Also, Rodge missed the Skinner strap and got stuck on a lamppost.
Possessions are fleeting. Woo-hoo! All right. It was like that when I got here.
Rodge doing some sort of strat,
Lasts forever.
getting coins from it.
Take that. Vengeance will be mine. A power plant? And I'm bored of this level.
I'm glad you're...
It's crashing time.
Now for the level that if you play on GameCube or PS2, that makes you feel sick, because the car keeps turning invisible for no reason.
Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah, the hover car's a weird one because
Can't seem to glurb it.
on those versions it actually goes invisible.
Yeah.
Like it was originally designed to. But in this game, this version, it doesn't.
In the re-releases, yeah, it doesn't go invisible. Oh, that scared me.
Glidey, that was big.
So, this waste isn't a regular item that you pick up. It actually has its own
Ouch.
item physics. And just as I start explaining it, picking up the waste actually counts towards your hit and run meter.
I dropped
Which
the coin too.
Yeah, and I assume that's how they had to program it in order for it to work in the way that it does.
Yeah, it's a physics prop.
Yeah, that's the thing. And therefore, if you have a big enough collision, you'll drop the waste.
Another thing that can happen is a police car can either push the toxic waste out of bounds, like in missions where you have to pick up the toxic waste, a police car can push it out of bounds, or can push it like inbounds towards you, because it's just seen as a prop to them. So they
It
just
can
like
also do a third thing, which is keep it in bounds, but push it in the air.
oh.
So it can be in bounds, but it can be just just be off the floor to the point where you might not be able to pick it up.
Glurb it. I can't seem to glurb it. Nice alien craft. Now to just get out of the path of the trash.
Boy, talk about thinning the nerd.
Now for 7-4, the mission that should be removed from the game.
Let's do this thing.
Because it's platforming.
Just out of nowhere, just random platforming.
Coming through.
Something actually, this is just this is really random, but I think it's interesting. If you do the mission that comes after this in the 70s sports car, then go back and do this mission, but don't restart it. You walk outside and select the car from the phone booth manually, it crashes the game.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I did it. That happened. I did it once purely because I think I just wanted to test what would happen if you blow up the car and then go back to that mission, to this mission, and select it from the phone booth, yeah, you crash the game.
I've only ever had one game crash happen to me, and it was just a console crash, like where the console just crashed for no reason.
I've had a 7-7 crash.
Ah, Rodge missing cutscene skip.
Chest pain! Having chest pain! So smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. Ooh. It's crashing time!
And in that cutscene, you basically, this is where Kang and Kodos specifically state that they plan on using the cola to turn everyone into zombies to take over the world.
Yeah. And Bart says it's awesome or something like that. Basically, these toxic waste missions is going to be like a repeat of this for the last few missions of the game, so...
Drive from the power plant to the school. Now drive back. Now drive back. Now drive back again. Now drive back again.
Yeah. Except, you have to use cars that are, like, terrible in both Pocket Protector and Autopsy 3.
The hover car's not that bad.
It feels like you're, like, ice skating in a car.
Was it because it's hovering?
Or Grandpa's car is horrible.
Oh, that's terrible. I will not try and defend that. The Rocket World War II vehicle just is horrendous.
Yeah. Oh, another interesting thing. If you actually drive the alien car in Autopsy with the toxic waste, you can't go into the tractor beam. The game just rejects the car from going into the tractor beam.
Wait, how do you even drive the alien car?
I was doing a randomizer.
Oh.
But you can drive it with a 100% save file.
Oh, what? Can you buy an alien car? I didn't know that.
No, if you have a 100% save file, you can like go to a phone booth holding both triggers down, and then you can like select any car in the entire game apart from the Audi TT.
This town is going to pay for this.
So like you can drive the baby van and stuff.
I didn't know this. Does it actually give them? Does it actually give the cars like stats and stuff?
No, it's just a thing selection. Don't know how Vapo didn't lose the waste there, but okay.
Supposed to happen. This town is going to pay for this.
Well, Roger's alien car blew up.
Oh no, he destroyed the zombie car.
Sorry, zombie car, not alien car, but that's horrible. Roger's gonna continue though. Roger with his 128 PB somehow, you know, getting a 133.
Dead people
Now Roger's got hit and run. This is just horrible.
Move it, you milkshake.
Yeah, this really isn't going well for him up to this point.
He did get 2-cycled.
I missed myself.
Yeah, getting 2-cycled, missing a cutscene skip. The double reset.
Yeah, the hit and run reset, like, he got busted, it reset him, but he already pressed the reset button, so it just double resets him. What?
They'll never take me alive, I tell ya.
Rodge got clipped. That's happened to me so many times. Yeah, Rodge's done. Oh, no, he's...
What's the big idea?
I don't know what Rodger's doing, honestly.
He's kicking the car.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
Is he going to attempt to do this in the broken...
Yes.
I'll tear you a new corn shoot.
It can't get up the hill.
Do this thing. Now my story begins in 19-2. We had to say tickety because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20.
Is it possible to love it but hate a game so much?
Yes.
I didn't do it.
That is literally this game in a nutshell.
Oh, that adrenaline made me feel alive again. I can feel it. Let me check my underwear. Okay, that's a lawsuit.
Alright, well, Vapo won, so let me mark him as winner.
Beating ya, Mom.
Ah!
GG's to Vapo. Don't know what's happening with Rodge's audio, but
And I know how to use it.
Yeah, Rodge had that all that kind of static background audio the inside when we started using the audio at the beginning.
oh hey Rodge.
Sublimal. Game's great. This game's actually fantastic. I love it. I just adore it.
So
It's a shame that it had to happen the way it did.
yeah, that 2-cycle was just horrible.
It's weird because after the 2-cycle, I think it was after. Let me check.
I saw you like I saw you saved a minute and bought 2.
I saved a minute in getting down with the clown. Then I was green after Duff for Me. Should have been green after Full Metal. Then obviously got missed cutscene skip. Oh well, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. GG to Vapo. I'm happy with 2 semi-finals in this tournament. More than happy. It's been a great tournament. I am bowing out on a pretty good high.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Does
As-
chat have any
as-
questions? Or
As you said, you now know that PB is like super free.
Oh my god, it's unbelievably free. I'll go for that top 20. So, but yeah, GG Vapo. Good job. Good heck of a job. I will give myself something. The other game was like immense. Like I was watching and I was keeping up with Vapo. I was really happy about that. My early game was pretty sick. But apart from that,
yeah, I saw you were on PvPs for like the first like few levels.
yeah, I was on PvPs for a good while.
Wasn't it
Well-
until Marge, like the first level of Marge?
On
mission.
PvPs. Oh well. Dropped 1,000 frames. Are we in there?
Well, I'm gonna end the episode. Is there anything anyone wants to say before I end?
Is wait, just I apologize for cutting you off. Is Vapo gonna come in or not?
No,
I
Vapo
don't think
doesn't.
Vapo will.
All right, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
a great tournament, gang. I look forward to the finals. It's been a good one.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry we were a bit late on the race.
My
And
fault.
what's
Traffic.
the next race coming up? Does anyone know?
The next race, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, the semi-final, I'd imagine.
It's. I mean, hold on. Let me look at the commentating thing, and it will tell me who's like next scheduled. Next race is Mango versus Frazzle. In 2 days at 7 a.m. EST. All right. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah. Bye, y'all.